Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Baja. Thank you so much. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, or full playthrough, tier list ranking, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for... He wanted me to react to his list of his top 5 favorite Friday the 13th films, which actually he just watched them for the first time all the way through. So his top 5 were number 5, Jason X. Really fun sci-fi spin on Jason and Uber Jason. Robot Girl was cool as hell. I liked the guy who worked on fixing the ship in space and went out in a badass way, taking Jason back to Earth. Good music at times too. Yeah, I like Jason X as well. It's goofy, it's silly, but I do find it fun. I'm fine with the space motif because it's a goofy B-movie. I'm not taking the film seriously. It has a pretty decent body count. It moves at a good pace. It's pretty fast pace. It's not too overlong of a movie. I thought Uber Jason looked cool. I wish he did more stuff as that version of Jason. I think that was bit underused. I think that the guy you're talking about went out in a badass way, taking Jason back to Earth. That is, I believe, Peter Mensa, which actually he was in the original Dead Space game. I forget the character's name, but if you played the original Dead Space, there's the lead character Isaac, who has no dialogue. Hammond. That's the character he played, Hammond. He was the lead guy. No, I mean, he was the lead guy's boss. Black, bald. I think Hammond was his name. Well, his look and his voice is in the original Dead Space. So, I didn't know. Jason X I saw first, because Dead Space wasn't out yet, but then years later I'm like, oh shit, is that? Oh yeah, that's the guy from Jason X. So, yeah, I liked him. I wish he was in the film more. But I like the sense of humor. I like when they're in the fake Camp Crystal Lake. I thought that was fun. And in good body count. I like when he's like Rambo killing the Marines one by one. Punches someone, they get impaled on a drill. Some cool deaths. Probably the best one is the woman that gets her head frozen and then smashed and it blows up into pieces. Again, the CGI's not the best. There's some pretty iffy CG. Uber Jason, I think they could have done a lot more with. Because he doesn't get to kill a whole lot of people when he's Uber Jason, or doesn't really use that immense strength as much as it could have been. But yeah, Jason X was a lot of fun. So that's cool. That was your number 5. Number 4, Jason Goes to Hell. Matt, I get you on this movie. It's a banger. The body horror is awesome addition. The body swapping element was fun addition with some fun characters thrown in there. Shaving the mustache scene was dumb as hell, I agree, and that opening scene was killer. Yeah, the mustache, you could just edit that out and no one would be the wiser. In fact, I think it would be better without the scene. Yeah, the body horror aspect I didn't mind. It's the goriest of the Friday the 13th films. It has some really grisly death scenes in it. The characters, I like the lead guy. I thought he was really good. John D. LeMay. Very likable, easy to root for. I like Duke. Stephen Williams, who played the character X on the X-Files. Well, she just hasn't had a taste of the Duke yet. He's really good as the kind of the like bounty hunter, the guy looking for Jason. This is a good series of kills. Pretty stylishly directed compared to other Friday the 13th films. He tried to have like certain bits with the camera, zoom-ins. And the opening where you have the lady in the shower, and then you have Jason getting blown up, and going, whoa, what the hell's going to happen next? Definitely throws you for a loop, but People say, but it doesn't have Jason in it. Well, I mean, okay, the first film doesn't have Jason in it. Yes, there's a reason for that. We all know it because of the history of how these films were made. But the fifth film technically is not Jason. Well, it's just a guy in a hockey mask. Okay, if it's a guy in a hockey mask, then he's not in part two. It's Jason, but it's not the hockey mask. So yes, there's a Jason, but you don't have that iconic hockey mask in part two. So do you hate it for that? It's, you enjoy a lot of them for different reasons, and they're their own unique entity in the franchise, and that's some of the fun of it. So it doesn't feel too stale. It doesn't feel too been there, done that. And yeah, that's my personal favorite. So that's cool that you enjoyed that so much. Number three, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Easily the best design of Jason there is. Goes up against someone with powers. Really fun to see. I also felt the lead. I felt for the lead in the way it shows someone looking into her powers being shitty. Yeah, Laura Parlinkian, I liked her. May she rest in peace. Sadly, she passed away. Was it this year? It might have been this year she passed away. But rest in peace to her. Passed away way too soon, way too young. But she was always one of my favorite leads in all of the films of Friday the 13th. I like the idea that she's a telekinetic, and that brought a sense of, fantasy, but I didn't mind that when you get to Friday the 13th Part 7. I agree the design is the best. I honestly wish they kept that design for the rest of the movies, but it is what it is. I like that it has an action element in the third act where you have Kane Hodder stunt man background being utilized, so the character gets electrocuted or has a piece of a house fall on him and being hung or being set on fire. And then the whole house getting blown up at the end. And I thought Kane Hodder did a good job in the design. And it's very rough quality, but I have it looks like a VHS, but it's an uncut version. So you'll see like lines, like tracking lines and stuff, but if that doesn't bother you, there is technically an uncut version out there, which is fun to see. Again, VHS quality, but still cool to see. That's the version I watch. Number 2, Friday the 13th Part 6. Easily the most fun of the original 8 films. Tommy was an amazing lead to follow, which I'm glad he got 3 movies. The cop and daughter story and the way it connects with Tommy was very well done in my eyes. Those kills in Part 6 too, man, they knocked this one out of the park. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I'm looking at this list. I mean, Jason Goes to Hell is my number 1. Part 7, Part 6, I think those were my top 3. So very cool. Yeah, I like Part 6, Jason Lives. I still like it. Tom Matthews did a good job as Tommy. I like the sense of humor to the film, whether it be the James Bond opening, the title sequence, the certain lines of dialogue and banter, whether between the kids or the adults. I think there's some fun stuff there. The kill scenes, the head being pressed through the wall, and you see the indentation. Someone gets their heart punched out. Someone gets bent like a damn chicken wing. There's some good kills in there. Like I said, there's a good sense of humor. The guy didn't slam to the tree, and there's a smiley face. You're either in for that sense of humor or not. I was in for it. I thought it was fun to see. When I talk about lines of dialogue, wherever the red dot goes, you bang. I still enjoy that film quite a bit. So, glad that you enjoyed it as well. And number 1, the remake. Wow, Part 6 felt hard to top until I saw the remake. It was the one that had the least amount of issues to me. I love the addition of bear traps, arrows, tunnel system, and him keeping a girl hostage. It expanded on Jason in really great ways, and I fell for the lead trying to find a sister. Best lead, and that's the Tommy in part 6 for me. Also, the kills in this one really got a reaction out of me. Stuntman Mark is wrong on this movie, just kidding. Yeah, yeah, he's wrong. I'm just kidding. So fuck with him. But yeah, I always enjoyed the remake. I saw it in the theater. I was pleasantly surprised. It's the most tittylicious of all of them. It's probably got the most titties, most breasts in a Friday the 13th movie. I like the lead guy, and I'm not even a guy that's seen Supernatural. I've seen one episode, but Jared Padalecki, I always butcher his name. I liked him. Didn't mind him looking for his sister. I didn't find any issues with that. I don't know why people had a bug up their ass with the traps and the tunnels, and I'm sitting there going, dude, it's fucking Jason Voorhees. I mean, he lives in the woods. You don't think? I mean, you don't think he eats? How the fuck do you think he eats? Why are you mad that he's got a tunnel system? I don't know what. Why is that such a big deal for people? Like, what is it? Jason wouldn't do that. It's fucking Jason Voorhees. How do you know what he would and wouldn't do? He's a guy that was living in the woods from, I guess, a boy to a grown ass man that somehow found where the fuck Adrian Teen lived, where they looked up in a fucking phone book or walked there, hitchhiked, drove there, what the fuck he did to get there in the first place. And that opening in Friday the 13th Part 2. So what like for people who have a problem with that, I did tell me what is the issue with it? What? The kills are fun. It goes at a good pace. Derek Mears did a good job as Jason. Yeah, I always enjoyed that film. I never got the big hate people had for it, the hate boner. I'm sitting there going, well, I like this more than the original because I respect Betty Palmer, but she's only in like the last 10 minutes of the movie. There's a twist, which is a bullshit twist, because she's never in the rest of the film. So usually with murder mysteries, you gotta have the opportunity to guess who the murderer is. But you don't show them until like the fucking 70-minute mark or something. 75-minute mark. I'm like, that's cheating. It's fucking cheating. So, it's cheap. But here is Jason with the hockey mask. Yeah, I mean, he's wearing the clothes like he would in Freddy vs. Jason, but I like the mask and that area, and I thought his kills seemed a bit more vicious, a bit more intense, energetic. Yeah, I never really understood what was so bad about it. I really don't. I really don't. It's funny how people love Friday the 13th Part 5 even though all those kills are censored. Let's be honest. Which of Friday the 13th, the remake, and Part 5, which kills do you actually see more of? Which kills do you actually see more gore and violence out of? The remake. You don't see shit in Part 5 because it's all fucking cut out. At least Part 7, The New Blood, I can watch an uncut version. May look like crappy VHS, but at least there's an option. There's no option for Part 5. You're just seeing a bunch of neutered shit. So, anyway. It's got more titties than Part 5. It's got more violence, blood than Part 5. And I think Jason looks better than the goofy fucking blue check mark. I don't know, I'm having fun because I know Mark loves Part 5 so much. I don't hate Part 5, but I think it's one of the weaker ones. But, Hollywood, please don't go back to making Jason movies. It feels like they've tried about everything. Oh, they'll still do it. There'll be a TV show. Well, they're doing the TV show, and there'll be other TV shows. But they'll be back. They'll be back. They're going to do this whole Jason Universe thing. It's going to suck. It's going to be shitty, and we're going to complain about it, and it is what it is. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. and we will see you in the next video. Very cool list. I definitely agree with a lot on the list. And hey, Bob, I'm glad you enjoyed that stuff. Very cool. Definitely agree with a lot of your choices, so very cool indeed. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.